Hello, in this video we'll start to create the rod between the servo motor and the wheels. Before starting, I want to say that for a car project you need to buy two different types of wheels. Wheels that have this hole so they can be connected to the motors from the back, and the wheels that have screw thread here instead of the hole, so they can be mounted on the servo rod for the direction. I couldn't find a model on the internet that has a screw thread on the inside, so we will do them by ourselves, but this is just for the prototype. So I'm doing this change because I need those kind of wheels but for the prototype. But when you are creating the car in real life, you just buy them with screw threads. Okay, so let's start to create our connection rod. First, I will create a new component. I will have it activated and I will rename it servo direction rod. Okay, and what I need to do is first to understand where my servo direction rod will be placed. The idea is that it needs to be connected to the servo motor rod. Okay, so when the servo motor does the action, the servo direction rod will do the same action. So the servo direction rod will be an extension of the servo's rod, and it needs to go long enough to reach the two connection of the wheels. Okay, so it needs to be a rectangle that goes from this point to that point and is connected to the servo's rod. Okay, I can start sketching, but first I need to inspect the measurements that I need to do. So I want it to be from this point of the wheel to that point. And as you can see, I have 81 millimeters connection rod. Okay, and in those 81 millimeters, we'll have here 3 millimeters, the thickness of the wool that will help us hold the wheel to the rod. In this part as well, 3 millimeters. So let's have this in mind, plus 3 millimeters. I can post the comment, I will have it here. And now I can start sketching. Okay. I will create a sketch on the top of the servo motor's rod. I will align a little bit the view cube. And what I need to do now is to find the symmetry line that will be perpendicular from the center of the rod. Okay, what I do to do now is to create the sketch to the left, which will be 81 millimeters divided by 2. Okay, so this is where we need to be. And now I will do a rectangle that will cover the entire servo motor's surface. So I will go here and I will modify this dimension. Good. And what I need to do now is to add the thickness, which will be 3 millimeters for the wall that will support the wheel. What I will do now is just mirror the sketch that I made. I will select all the parts that I need. I will unselect this part and I will select the middle line for the mirror. As you can see, I have the wall as well. I will click OK. I will finish the sketch. I will hide the comments because I don't need any more the dimensions. I'll rename the sketch servo direction base. Okay, I will extrude to the bottom. I will now select the holes because we will put screws in them, so the rod will be connected to the servo motor's rod. So I will go here 3 millimeters. And now what I can do is to show the sketch again. And I will go in the other direction. And the question is how much? Well, I need to go high enough so I can cover the servo motor as well, because for more stability, I will make a sketch here of 3 millimeters, because this will be the thickness of the wall, and I will extrude it. I will select the join operation. And as you can see, it intersects a little bit the servo. No, it does. Okay. And this is our servo direction. And let's see. Let's make a rigid group for test. I will make a rigid group between the servo connection rod, the servo motor rod, and the wheels rod. And let's see, now by rotating the servo joint that we made, the wheels need to move back and forth. Okay, so now we have the direction. We will come back in the next videos to assemble the wheels and the servo motor to the servo direction rod that we created. I want to rename this sketch as well, servo direction top. And now I am ready to save. Direction rod, and see you into the next videos.